Have you ever scrolled through your social media accounts, whether it's TikTok or Facebook, and you just feel like the whole world is trying to sell you something? Because that's where I'm at today. I am weighed down. I check out social media in the morning. I try to get ideas. I see what's new, what's trending, what's going on. But every other post is somebody selling a course about selling courses. Or a girl in her car claiming she made 20 grand this month. But you can see it's obvious in the type of car she's in that she's probably not. I'm not judging her at all. I'm judging the illusion that she's creating. Everybody is pitching success. But what I'm finding is nobody's teaching thinking or critical thinking. And I am just sitting here wondering, when did common sense become so rare that we actually started to call it content? I mean, I want to believe that women are smarter than this. I really do. But when I see grown women worshiping the Kardashians, and I hate to even say their name, the women who turned marketing into a religion, and I think, my goodness, well, are we this hypnotized by filters and merch drops? It's like a gigantic, ongoing, never-ending infomercial disguised as empowerment. And it is exhausting. I mean, my feed is full of creators teaching creators how to create, and coaches coaching coaches, and courses teaching you to make courses. And nobody's thinking. They're just copying, pasting, and performing. And the scariest part to me is that it's working. I mean, we buy it, we share it, we feed it. We give away our time, our most valuable resource, to people who know exactly how to bait us into a scroll. Some creators, they literally post hate just to get a reaction because every angry comment boosts their income. And meanwhile, we're sitting there tired and overstimulated, wondering, why do we feel so lost? So let me say this straight. Before you like, click, follow, or share, think. Think about who benefits if you believe this. Who benefits if you comment? Who's cashing in on your attention? Is this making you personally a better person, or is it just making you busy? That's critical thinking, and it's not being taught. It's just not being taught. You see, critical thinking, it's not something that's fancy. It's not a self-improvement hack. It's just simply pausing before reacting. It's questioning the shiny thing before you hand over your energy. And that's where confidence really starts. Not with filters, not affirmations, not 15-minute confidence guarantees. Confidence comes from your recipe. And here's mine. My recipe for confidence is grit plus moxie plus critical thinking equals confidence. Grit is the courage to act before you feel ready. Moxie is staying true to yourself when the world gets loud and just continue doing it. And critical thinking is the filter that keeps you grounded when everybody is trying to sell you something. I want girls and women to know you're allowed to stop and think before you buy, follow, or believe. Because every time you use your mind instead of your impulse, you're building your confidence. I get it. I get why it's hard. We're living in a glass bubble, scrolling, watching, comparing everyone's shouting directions like they know the way out. But what if the way out isn't louder? What if it's just quieter? What if you just stopped scrolling long enough to hear your own thoughts again? You don't have to follow every trend. You don't have to buy every tool or every blouse or every sweater. You don't have to turn yourself into a brand just to be seen. You just need to think. Then choose what actually helps you grow. The things that make you laugh, teach you something, or remind you who you truly are. That's not just self-care. That is self-respect. And if you're watching this feeling like I do, like you're trying to break out of that glass bubble, you are not alone. I'm right there with you and just as frustrated as you are. I see through the filters and the scams and the fake success stories. Now, not all of them. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, I get discouraged too because I want to reach people who are ready to learn the real recipe, not that 15-minute confidence lie. But here's the thing. Every time I get back up, I come up with another thought or something to share to make another video. That's my grit showing up. And every time I speak the truth when it's easier to stay quiet, that's my moxie. And I keep on going. That's my moxie. And every time I stop scrolling and I start thinking, that is confidence in action. So before you click away, do one thing for yourself today. Think. Not react, not compare. Just think. Because the most powerful women I know aren't the ones with the biggest followings. They're the ones who can look at the noises, smile, and say, I see what you're doing, and I'm not buying it. Now, usually this is where I'm supposed to, I've been taught that I'm supposed to drop a CTA, which is a call to action. I'm supposed to tell you something like share, subscribe, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want you to stop, and I want you to think. What's best for you right now? Was this video just a bunch of BS and you can move on? Or did something here hit you? If you're ready to actually learn something, to understand the real recipe for confidence, then act. But act from thought, not impulse. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, you are the gatekeeper of your mind. You're the one that decides to open that gate and what you let in. And you're the one that opens the gate to let something out. So start making those decisions a little more wisely the next time you open that gate. That's real confidence. And that's how we power her up.